Welcome back. This video is going to give you more details on exactly how the donation grids work, as well as give you a strategy on how you can maximize the amount of donations coming to you. Once you fully understand the power of how the donation grids work, then you can make the best choice as to what level of participation works the best for you. The first thing to understand is that there are 8 different donation grid levels. There's a $40 grid, an $80 grid, a $150, a $300, a $600, a $1,200, a $2,400, and a $4,800 grid. You can be receiving instant donations in as many of these different donation grids as you want to. Each of the grids are running simultaneously, so if you choose to be in all of the 8 donation grids, then you can be receiving immediate donations from all 8 grids all at the same time. It's always better to be receiving from multiple donation grids simultaneously, but it all depends on what works for you and your situation. Some people start with the $40 grid and work their way up. Others may start with the first 3 grids of $40, $80, and $150 and upgrade from there. There are other people who don't want to leave any money on the table, so they start with the first 6 grids and then work their way up to the other 2 grid levels as they go. Do what's best for you, as you know your own situation best. The bottom line is the more grids you're in, the more donation streams you have to maximize the donation amounts to you. It can be extremely exciting to be receiving donations from a number of different grids each and every day. Let's look at an example to show the power of being in multiple donation grids and how it works for you to be simultaneously receiving instant donations from all grids. Let's say you started with the $40, $80, $150, and $300 grids. So you have 4 separate grids working for you and generating donations for you. Sue comes in and decides to start with the $40 and $80 grid. She lands in both of your grids and she immediately makes half of the donation of each grid level to you. In this case, that would be $20 and $40. Remember, you always receive half of the donation at a grid level when somebody lands in your grid. Now Bill comes in. He does what you did. He starts with the first 4 donation grids, so he lands in all of your grids and sends you 4 donations. Jack comes in with the $40, $80, and $150 grids. He lands in those grids and sends you 3 donations. This is the power of having multiple grids working for you and generating donations for you. Imagine how powerful that's going to be when you work your way up to being in all 8 donation grids, and they're all generating donations for you at the same time. It's important to know that our system works by using teamwork to help fill the grids. You're never in it alone. You're working with a team that are all helping and doing the same thing. Let's look at the 5 different ways that spots in all of your grids can fill and create instant donations to you. We'll just use the $150 grid as an example, but keep in mind that this can be happening in all of your grids at the same time. First way, you share the information with Sue using our powerful landing page. She wants to receive donations from all over the world too. She joins, she fills a spot in your grid, and she makes a $75 donation to you. Second way, Sue shares her landing page with Sally. Sally falls into your grid and makes a $75 donation to you. Third way, the person that invited you shares with Bill. He lands in your grid and he makes a $75 donation to you. Fourth way, Bill shares with Tom and he lands in your grid making another $75 donation to you. Fifth way, when people you've personally invited complete their grids, they come back and fill another spot in your grid. It repeats over and over, creating endless donations to you. As you can see, there's a lot of ways that people can land in your grids and be making donations to you. To really make it happen fast, you want to plug in with our Impact System for Success and start sharing with people right away. And because we have what everybody's looking for, you'll see that things start moving quickly. Your goal is to find at least 2 people as fast as you possibly can. Not only will that help complete your grid rapidly, but it will also qualify you to be able to open up a new grid at that same level once your first grid is complete. Then you get to keep receiving donations at that level over and over again. Your goal is to personally invite at least 2 people so you're qualified. However, there are some huge advantages to inviting as many people as you can. That's because each time somebody you personally invited completes their donation grid, they follow you and take another spot in your grid at that level and make another donation to you. Having 2 people following you is good. Having 5, 10, 20 or more people follow you makes you absolutely fly through the grids, and it gets an avalanche of donations coming your way. And not only do your people follow you, but their people follow them, making it go even faster. This can get really big in a hurry if you take action with our system to start spreading the word. So you've seen the advantage of being in multiple donation grids, and you've seen the different ways people can land in your grids and make instant donations to you. There's a couple of other things to be aware of when making your decision as to what level of grids you want to start with. 1, you must be in the grids in ascending order. For example, you must be in the $40 grid to be in the $80 grid. You must be in the $80 grid to be in the $150 grid, and so on. So choose the combination of grids that works for your situation. 2, as an example, if you're only in the $40 and $80 grids, and you share this with Pete, who comes in at the $40, $80, and $150 levels, you'll miss out on the donation at the $150 level from Pete because you aren't in the grid there. You haven't lost Pete permanently, because when you do upgrade to the $150 grid and Pete completes his current $150 grid, Pete will then come back and follow you into your $150 grid. It's definitely something to consider regarding the grid levels you want to be in, because you don't want to leave any money on the table. But don't put pressure on yourself. Pick the levels that work for your own situation. 3, whichever level of grids you choose to participate in, it's very important to know that the donations for those grid levels must be made immediately. Pick the grid levels that you have the funds available for right now, so that you can make those donations right away. If your funds aren't available right now, then wait until they are available before you join. So a couple of good questions to ask yourself when deciding are: 1, what levels of donations do I want to receive? Would I be happy with only receiving $20 donations? Or do I want to be receiving $20, $40, $75, $150 donations and more, all simultaneously? If you were in all of the 8 donation grids and you were to just complete each of those grids once a month, you would receive $28,710 for the month. Now that's big. It's life-changing. Even if you were to only complete each of those grids once every 2 months, what would that do for your financial situation? 2, what do I have for available funds to make the donations for the levels of the grids I choose? Again, all donations for every grid level you pick must be made immediately, so choose accordingly.
Hey, so guys, I just wanted to, this is just a quick snapshot here of what we have going over here at Impact 101. This is my dashboard. You can really simply see what's really possible here. This can totally be a great high ticket business where, honestly, within a week and a half, I'm just about to hit $40,000. I'm at $39,505. Absolutely incredible. Sometimes I just have to pinch myself and be like, oh my God, this is for real. And the success rate is even what really gets me, because it's not just me that's making the money here. We got everybody else that's choosing to participate and just put in a little bit of effort to share this. They're actually doing very, very well too.
I don't know. I mean, I just sit here and I laugh, and I talk to Jay a lot, and I talk to CJ, and I talk to Marty. I'm like, this is just it's just fun. You know what I mean? Like, it's fun because I know that I'm not leading anyone off a cliff. Like you said, like I know I can go market and make money, and I can do it, right? But but again, like I think Jay said, the people that need it the most are the people that need to make the money, and so I know I would bring in anybody into this. My best friend, I've talked to my friends, and I'm like, man, just give this thing a little bit of time, and you're not going to lose money. I've even gone as far to tell some people that are skeptical, if you do it and you don't make money, I'll give you your money back. I mean, right. That's how confident. That's how
I was thinking too. It's like, why not say that? Because you know they're gonna. So
yeah. So. No, man, again, thanks, Jay, for showing it to me, brother. I appreciate it. And, I'm glad I stayed in contact with you all this time. So that's my story.
And here's how I want to take it back. Thank you, Brian, for opening that email and finally responding to it, because we wouldn't be all sitting here right now
Yeah, it's kind of
Just
funny, you know.
opening that email and finally calling him and going, well, okay, what the heck is this? So
I just want to say, like, I look at this, like, I see Lori on here. Hey, Lori. I see Reese. I see Monty. I see Greg. I see Connie. I see Steve White. I love Steve White. How you doing, buddy? I'm so glad you're here. I'm trying to see who else is on this thing that I recognize. Paolo. I just Guillermo and Helena, and you guys are in the right place. And if any of you have had troubles in the past, I mean, I'm telling you right now, ride this wave. That's all I can say.
All right. Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it, buddy. If you got to go grab some dinner with Andrea, I get it.
Yeah, we're heading to a basketball game, so I'm going to bounce. But thanks for having me on, Marty, and I want to give me the recording of this if you wouldn't mind.
You better believe it. I will.
All right. Thanks, bud.
All right. So since we want to talk to several people here, we'll abbreviate it a little bit, maybe just when you got started, what you've done so far. I will personally say, I'll just share my own testimonial. I got started after Brian shared this with me last Thursday. I got everything set up on Friday, started sharing it with people on Saturday. So here we are from Saturday to Wednesday. I'm just about at $13,000 in that time period. Just sharing it in my warm market of people that I want to help and bless, because I know that this can do it, unlike other incarnations we've been in the past where you're just reluctant. You're like, I want to help people, but I'm not really sure if they can do what we do. This has been a whole different story. So I know that there's a lot of you that want to share. I want to see if I can find one person here to start. I got to look through several screens here because this is filling up. Joy, where are you on all these screens? I don't know if you can unmute yourself. There you are. Joy, how are you?
Okay.
All right. So tell me a little bit about what's happened with you in the last day or so since I got you set up yesterday where you were like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know. I can't lose money. I'm just going to be able to do.
I got bank creditors calling me. When can you pay? When can you pay? And
I said, I don't care about your situation. I don't care how bad it is. I need you to get in this. Just trust me. What's happened from yesterday till today?
I don't know how, but I got over $3,000. Don't like beyond, like I'm speechless. Like that, didn't even think that would happen. Not even
over $3,000 in a day. And then how many people have you helped share this with to get in and get blessed like you have?
Me personally, I haven't brought anybody in. I'm trying.
Not a trick question. 0 people.
Yeah.
0 people.
Right.
All right. So I just wanted to call you out just to explain that it doesn't require you. Now, we're going to tell everybody here, the expectation is you want to go out and you want to bless, not find, but bless 2 people with this opportunity. By doing that, by blessing 2 people with this opportunity, and then helping them to do the same thing, you're going to see very quick growth in what you're going to be blessed with just by being a service-oriented person that wants to help people. That's why I'm at where I'm at. I haven't brought in a lot of people. I'm just helping the people that I have to get to where they're at. And that's really the secret sauce to this whole thing. It's not blowing it out and marketing to tons of people and bringing a lot of people in. It's about helping. And as long as you're in it for those reasons, you'll help, not only yourself, but you'll help them too, like I was able to help Joy. So Joy, I couldn't be happier. Look for big things. Your Christmas is going to be unbelievable, even though you were kind of sweating some things when we were talking yesterday. So
I'm still in shock. I still can't believe it.
Yeah, just get ready. Just get ready.
Yeah.
It's only the tip of the iceberg, Joy. Trust me. So I'm just glad that we had that conversation. You said, okay, I'm doing this. I got to do it. And I know you were scared. I know you were reluctant. And I couldn't be happier for you today. So I'm going to move on. I'm going to grab some other people. I know, CJ, you love to share your story. Go ahead and unmute if you can. I'm trying to unmute you, and I'm not able. There we go.
I think I'm unmuted. Can you hear me?
I can. Go ahead, hon.
Awesome. Short and sweet, you guys. This has been an amazing journey, not just for me, but my family. A lot of my family are on here. My brother, my daughter, my ex-husband or ex-boyfriend, not husband, sorry, Phil. But this has been a true journey. I got involved toward the end of last Thursday. Didn't work on Sunday. To me, it's family day, church day. Over $16,000 for my honey Mark and I. and we're able to sleep at night in peace, knowing we can take care of our obligations, and we're trying to connect with as many people that we know are financially struggling, or bottom line, want to pay off some debts or pay off their car payments, student loans, like my daughter right on the screen today. I'm very proud of her. She's really done some major transitions in her life to be able to breathe and be able to take care of her own debts. So with that said, all I can say, you guys, if you're on here for the very first time, in behalf of Mark and I, whoever invited you, get involved, give. By you giving and sharing, you will receive. As long as you have a good intention in your heart, that you're willing to be here to help them, it'll go a long, long way. And we're really excited to be a part of it, Marty. Thank you for inviting me out.
Amen. Thank you, CJ. And there's a lot of reasons that people want to raise funds, but hey, Christmas is right around the corner, guys. How many times do you go through Christmas and then dread January because you're waiting for that statement to come in the mail going, oh, now I got to dig my way out of making my kids and my family members happy? You don't have to do that this year, I'm telling you. So CJ, you brought in, like you said, you went out and talked to friends, family, everybody, because you knew this wasn't a risk, this was a blessing. So Tanisha, you are one of those family members. I'm going to try and unmute you.
I'm so excited, you guys. So excited.
Tell me about where you started, because there's three levels that people
perfect.
get started at, but sometimes people get started at the lowest level because
yes,
that's where they're at. So tell me about that.
Perfect. So my mom and Mark withheld this wonderful secret for a couple of days. As I was out to eat at my favorite cafe, she texted me saying, hey, we need to get you enrolled in this. I said, what is this? All she did was send me a photo of what her and Mark had generated literally within a couple of days, and I started freaking out. I need to leave where I'm at. I need to go home. I need to sign up. But all I could do in that moment, because my overhead is very high, I live in Venice, it's expensive to live here, I can only donate $250 to my start. So I said, okay, awesome. I'm going to get to work. Let me see what $250 looks like, because a lot of the people that I have contacts with are not in this demographic of large amounts of money. Most people in my age bracket are on the lower end of $250 is stretching it for them. So let me see what I can do with $250. You guys, I cycled out in the first day. Literally cycled out, meaning I came in with $250 by 7 p.m., $750. And then I said, oh shit, I need to go higher. I'm going to leave money on the table. I can't not do this. So I did. I upgraded. My total investment as of Monday was $1,750 in full. You guys, it is Wednesday. This morning I woke up with $2,500 in my account. Yesterday, the day before, $1,000. Today, right now, this minute, which it's not done, I'm at $5,125.
Whoa!
And literally all
$250.
You guys, literally all I am doing is sharing the truth. There is nothing special to this other than sharing the full fact truth. And like in any business that I've learned of my own 2-year entrepreneurial journey is, if you know your product, you know what you're representing, and you're sharing your experience, and you understand how you get paid, this is not hard at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very excited, and I can't stop sharing it. Seriously.
Of course you can't. Are you kidding me with a story like that? Why would you?
Yes. Let me share something really exciting, though. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Here's a great one.
Yep.
Yesterday, I had reached out to somebody that we could not help in our primary business due to certain financial challenges. And when I was getting ready to have a baby.
Okay.
2 weeks ago, she had her baby. I reached out to her 2 nights ago. Okay. I sent her my link. She watched it. She texted me in the morning saying, I need to do this. I'm ready to go. I said, great. I'm on the phone with her. And she's like, Tanisha, I don't know if I can seriously invest into $1,750 for myself right now. I don't know what to do. I said, you just need to trust me. You need to follow my lead. Do you trust me? She said, yeah, I trust you, but what if I lose my money? I said, there's no way you can lose your money. You guys, she joined yesterday between 2 and 3 p.m. in the afternoon. This morning, before 10 a.m., she had $1,250 of it back.
Wow. Wow.
She gave birth 2 weeks ago.
That's amazing.
So I was pretty excited about that.
You go in special places with
Totally.
someone like
Totally.
you.
It was so awesome. It was so exciting.
All right. Well, thanks for sharing, Tanisha. I appreciate it. You're a rock star. You're just like your mom. There's a few more people I want to. We're on a roll here. I gotta get a few more people. I want to call out Connie because we've had a lot of fun today. I mean, that is what is great about this business, right? It's just fun. So tell me about when you got started, what has transpired, what today was like.
It is unbelievable. When you and I started together late Saturday afternoon, I ended the day with $1,375. I went all in with all 3 levels.
The day. Okay.
Okay. We did not, Sunday was our day. So we then reached out on Monday. And last night I reported at 31.25.
Okay.
Today I'm at 73.70.
Wow.
And I have advanced up to the $2,000 level. I have completely cycled.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
It makes total sense. And by the way, we will get into the term cycling and what that all looks like here in a little bit.
Yeah.
But
it's so much fun,
yeah.
blessing others, and you can just see we're lit up. It's exciting, and we can't share it enough.
And Connie and I were involved in things in the past where not everybody was able to experience the kind of success that we're all experiencing here. So that's what's so cool about this is blessing people with a system that works, with systems in place to be able to very easily share with others and help them to get in and be blessed just like they are. So, man, when you called me and let me know that before this meeting, I was just like, oh, this is amazing. So I'm so happy for you. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, right? We're less than a week in. So can't wait to see where this is going over the next month or so. Thank you so much for sharing tonight, Connie. All right. Like I mentioned, a lot of us have come from businesses in our backgrounds where we didn't experience success. And that's because it wasn't nearly as duplicatable, and you might see a very small percentage of people succeed. Like in network marketing, typically 3% of people succeed, and the other 97% just sort of either get their money back or lose money type of thing. So I want to call out a friend of mine that came in with Connie. Tim, you came in with Connie right after her. Tell me a little bit about when you came in and what has transpired since then.
Well, I don't know how many minutes it was after she talked to you that she called me, because it was Saturday afternoon also.
Yeah.
And as of yesterday, I had not sponsored or blessed anybody myself.
Right.
And I had 1125, and today I'm sitting at 3,500.
Yeah. So more than doubled, basically doubled your investment in a couple days. Gotta feel good, right?
Quite cycle, but I'm not losing out on any more money, so I'm at 2,000.
Yeah, that's awesome, Tim. And like we were saying, this is just the tip of the iceberg. We're just getting started. So it's going to be a fun ride from here to whenever. So thank you so much for sharing that.